KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're at the draw for the Golden Contract Tournament, live on Sky Sports this Friday night. I'm joined by Jamie Conlan.
The draw is live on Sky Sports social medias as well, IFL TV.
IFL TV.
Perfect.
Can we just have a little look at all the sponsors here?
Best tech match. Wow.
Not bad.
Hydrate. Wow.
Hydrate. How are you, Jamie?
I'm all good, Chris.
All good. The Golden Contract Tournament kicks off this Friday night with the featherweight. So, talk to me a little bit about it. It's interesting to see what will happen today and who will draw who.
I think the draw alone, it is as exciting, if not more exciting, than Friday night. They have a sole day for the Champions League draw and the Europa League draw, and it's like a build-up to how they do it. This is something similar. All these fighters are here today. Usually when you're coming to do a public workout, you know who you're fighting. You're kind of out of the corner of your eye looking at the guy you're going to be fighting, working out. Your team are looking at him also. But here, it's like similar to amateur boxing. They're all together. At the minute, they're not competitors. But when the first guy draws a blue ball and he gets to choose the first red, or whoever he wants to choose of the reds, that's going to be an insult to that man's ego. Because if you get drawn out first, in your mind, you're the weakest of the bunch. You're the weakest of the herd, and you're getting picked off. So the main games start today. Mentally and emotionally now he is been switched on, and I'm the weakest. What the fuck he's on about? So he's already, the main games start today by just picking out a ball and picking who you want to fight. Without saying a word, except for the opponent's name, you've already started main games. It will continue throughout the week, and then Friday we will see the fights. But today is exciting. You're trying to weigh up and go like, stylistically, he suits him better than him. That would be a good fight. This is that, but it's very hard to determine the mentality of a fighter on fight week. They're emotional wrecks. They're like women, but it's gonna be an exciting week. It's gonna be an exciting day. I'm looking forward to seeing the reactions of fighters. I'm hoping, and I think it will be because they're all joyful now. But I'm hoping it's actually not as joyful as what usually it is. I'm hoping someone takes a bit more offence to it, because they should. They should.
It's interesting. I was talking to Derry Matthews, and he said that Jazza Dickens wants to be picked as opposed to pick. I kind of get that as well, because
it was this morning. I was having breakfast, and he sat down, and I says, "Who are you thinking of picking?" He says, "No one." I went, "What?" He says, "It hasn't crossed my mind. I just want to be the one getting picked." No. I like to be in control of my own destiny, kind of thing.
But he's like leaving it to fate. Whoever he gets,
the way he put it is not a bad way, because he's saying, "I've prepared for all of them. I'm ready for whoever's there on Friday, and I'm fighting on Friday no matter what." So it's actually not a bad way to look at it. Whereas in my head, I'd be like, "Nah, I'd like to have a wee bit of say in who I'm actually going to fight. If I have a chance, I would like to say." But then you're stuck. If you get the third, if you're number 3 in the blue balls, you're picking out. It's like in school. Well, it never really happened. But I was the smallest, so sometimes it actually did happen. You picked only when we were playing basketball.
Yeah.
Who do you want on your team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're both standing. Who's going to be the one nobody wants? That's another thing, another aspect that should be explored. The last guy that we picked, no one wanted him. He's the boogeyman. He's the one that they're all afraid of. In his head, that's what he can say. The one who's picked first, he's the weakest. He's the one everyone wanted. But it doesn't always work out like that. Styles make fights. Everyone has a different style. There's so many different set of styles here that he actually wouldn't be good for me. He would be good for me. Stuff like this. So there's so many different intriguing moving pieces that if all comes together will be fun.
How much convincing did Eddie Hearn and Adam Smith take to put this tournament on there? Because speaking to Eddie Hearn about it weeks ago, he said he was kind of liking the idea of the format. He wanted it to be on Sky, but did they take much convincing for them to work with you guys to put this onto Sky?
They were the first ones actually who had said, yeah, we want a piece. We love the idea. We're very happy to be working together. It was
as in Adam Smith
and Eddie.
Hearn, yeah.
Eddie had heard about it, asked to know a bit more. Scad wanted a bit more, and then it was just about venues and dates. That was the only kind of stuff that had to be negotiated, logistics of where we're going to go, how we're going to do it. Because initially we had looked to do it in 3 similar venues: the Ulster Hall in Belfast, the York Hall in London, and the Olympia in Liverpool. All small, compact, hostile venues which can make for good nights of fights.
Yeah.
And we had it over a 3-week period instead of a 3-month period on each weight. But then we had to readjust things to work with Sky and work with Matchroom, because we do believe the partnership will grow, the partnership will flourish, and this is only the beginning of things, our working relationship together. They've been brilliant, very accommodating with us of our requests, and us likewise to them. And it's been a very good partnership.
A question that I suppose will be asked this week, that in the tournament, because all the fights are taking place on the same night from the featherweights and the consecutive weights, if there is a draw, what happens?
Well, we're just going over the finer details, but we more than likely have a 4th judge.
Right.
And he'll be an independent judge, and he will score what his scorecard goes. Is there a double draw? What happens? We're coming up with something different scenarios, but we're hopefully that.
So those details are kind of still being ironed out.
Yeah, it's still being ironed out, but we have a 4th judge on standby in case the situation arises, and we have a few different options that we will look to get passed by the boards, and whatever the board kind of give us the leeway with and give us the green light on, that's what we will be running with on Friday and going forth.
All right, well listen, it's going to be a brilliant week this week, and Friday night at York Hall is going to be, like you said, those kind of atmospheres in them small venues for nights like this are perfect. It's
not often you could turn on your TV and you see 4 fights on TV, Sky Sports, BT Sport, whatever you want to put it, and all 8 fighters in them 4 fights are the A side. Usually you have a guaranteed A side, and he's fighting maybe a B level, C level fighter, whatever, who's not brought to lose, but it's 60-40 in one's favour, 70-30 in some cases. Everyone here is a 50-50. In Spain, Carlos Ramos is the A-side with his shows with Marbella. In MTK in Liverpool, Jazz Dickens is the A-side with us. In Ireland, we're building Tyrone McKenna and Dave Oliver Joyce as A-side fighters, building them up in the career. Lee Wood with Matchroom, Ryan Walsh with Warren's career. They've all took an opportunity and a risk here, as well as trying to grow their career and see the prosperities that they can get. But they've took big risks. They're bringing belts to the table. There's a Commonwealth belt, EU belt, British belt, WBO Europeans, all these kind of minor trinkets. Also, everyone is bringing something to lose. This is unique in various different ways. They're all getting a fantastic opportunity to grow their career, but this is very unique. They're all taking big risks, and fair play to everyone involved, all their teams and their promoters and management companies. And this will be unique and will grow. This is something different.
Jamie Conlan, thank you very much. Talk to IFL TV. Any news on your brother's date in New York, potentially on the 14th of December?
Yeah, he's New York, Madison Square Garden, the big room. Mick will be in action, opening the broadcast for ESPN. Who he's opening it against, we'll hopefully hope to announce in the next few weeks.
The possibility of Nikitin?
Very possible. Very possible.
But other options there as well?
Tougher options were turned down by the other teams. Genevieve Savagna, Isaac Dogbo, stuff like this is where Mick wanted to go next, and where we were all in agreement with. But these options, they say they want it, but they don't. So we will look to continue his career on December 14th. I'm very excited.
Christmas in New York.
Christmas in New York.
Lovely, could be worse.
Brilliant.
Jamie, thank you very much.
Brilliant, Chris.